So hey everybody, I'm just trying to get my air compressor up to peak performance here, I guess. Tuning it up, change the oil. Just got this thing the other day, wired it up, changed the oil. The belt guard thing was rattling, that annoys me, so I just took it off. I'm not going to run that. I'll put a nice little sign here, tell everybody to keep their fingers away. Because this thing, 4,000 watt motor almost, and that will take your hand off. No problem at all. I'm trying to put some tension on the belt though, because it was a little loose. When I get up to about 120, 125 psi, start putting a little load on it, and the belt would start wigging out. Start freaking out because it was a little bit loose. I got it. I'd say that's about right there. If you give it like a half a turn, you should be able to do that. I'm pretty sure. Might put it a little tighter, we'll see if it breaks. Oh well, whatever, I'll get a new belt. Thing runs smooth. So yeah, if you're trying to put some tension on it, figure that out. You can rig something up like this I just did here. Excuse me. 2x4, 2x4, some shims. Stick them in there, pound them in there. Push the motor, wedge it apart, and how this works is the motor just bolts down here and it has slots. Just loosen those up, and that's how you put some tension on the belt. It works pretty good. I have a hammer, but who uses hammers for hammering jobs? Some nice little taps. I think it's starting to come up now. Uh-oh. I do have hammers, but a crescent wrench works too, I guess. Ooh, that's getting tight. I like it. That's nice. I'll probably watch it break. I really don't know the exact tension, so I'm just taking a guess here. My guess is good and tight, so this is funny. I'm beating on it with a crescent wrench. Sweet. This air compressor is cool. It has a, I like the fact that it has a nice little heat sink here on the output to cool the air down. A lot of I see on the newer models of this exact compressor at Lowe's, they X-nayed that. The new pump isn't as heavy duty. It puts out like 10 CFM and 90 psi instead of 13. And then they X-nayed the heat sink on the output, and it's just got a hose. It's not even copper anymore, so I'm glad I got this thing. As you can see, assembled in the USA. I feel like I got a pretty good machine here. I had to put a new gauge on this because the old one it was not accurate at all. It was way off. It was off by like 15 or 20 psi, like negative. When it's at 100 over here, it'd say like 80. Or I mean 120 over here on this one. I didn't know which one to trust, so I went and bought a nice new one here, put it on, so now I know where we're at. And then I can tweak the pressure switch. I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. That makes me really happy. No more belt vibration. Nice. Alright, now before we start working with the pressure switch or anything, shut off the circuit breaker. Now under the pressure switch here, we have this, this, and this. These are all adjustments. What this is right here is the cut-in pressure, and you adjust it by turning this nut, and what that does is puts more or less tension on the spring, and then when the pressure gets there, it will pop it up. And then here's the cut-off pressure. Same thing. It'll be tighter, this will be looser, and this is called the pressure differential. This little one right here, I didn't know what that did at first, but apparently from messing around with it, it just adjusts the overall scale of this one right here up and down quite a bit. So if this isn't giving you enough range, I guess, you can just tighten this one up more and it'll go higher. It's pretty nice. I wanted to cut in at about 90 psi. I don't know, I was thinking about going to 100. I was at 100, somewhere in there. Cut off at 135. So let's test it out right now. Turn it on. Go ahead and bleed off, whatever, and see when it turns on. And we're shutting off at 130 right now and coming in at 100. Let's probably want to go down to 90 and cut in, and I want to get to 135. That would be nice.